You know, I don't think twice of why I'm here or I can't get to a health club, man. I just put my mind into a state of I can do and work with what I have when I can at the moment.
Garrick, who I fondly call Apache, came into the Proving Ground MMA, where I'm one of the assistant coaches for Coach Ruben, Proving Ground MMA in Surprise, Arizona.
And I actually got back into training just about a year and a half ago. Tried a few other gyms, and then got in with the Proving Ground, got right in sync with some of the fighters, the owner.
How did I get involved in jiu-jitsu? It was pretty late in my life. In my mid-30s, I got into jiu-jitsu.
I take anything. I can't always afford a club membership, so I'll use milk cartons. And I'll put a bench on top of it, and then I'll pick up some cheap weights from Goodwill, Value Village, garage sales. And I'll just get in there and do my thing.
The jiu-jitsu craze hit after the first UFCs. And the Brazilians, the Gracie family in particular from Brazil, bringing Gracie Jiu-Jitsu and Vale Tudo, everything goes fighting, to the United States.
When my body's strong, my mind and my spirit follow suit.
I knew I needed self-defense even early on in high school and what have you, even junior high. I was a big boxing fan. I learned some basic boxing early on, but the jiu-jitsu craze hit, forgot, early 90s, I can't recall when, the first UFCs. And I saw this skinny guy, Royce Gracie, defeating these big muscle heads.
How explosive do I get now at this present age compared to even 10, 20, 30 years ago? I would say I pace myself now. You know, I really pace myself to the point where I don't need to prove anything to anybody.
We've had to slow it down a little bit, but we still train and get that cardiovascular health, and we love it. And it's part of our recovery as well, living that clean life.
How do I fight through injuries? I've had minor strains. I've had minor tweaks, like in my hands. You know, you have to have a strong grip. And, you know, a lot of those things that occurred in training, tweak my knee, a lot of the stuff, I do a lot of ice therapy. So I put a lot of ice on my knees. Sometimes with my feet, I was not able to actually use my feet at times because I had to retrain it from using the palms of my feet. I've had to stick my feet in ice water and put my fists in ice water.
As far as healing, just take heed to what your doctor tells you, and go slow and easy. Learn, as I have, doing the martial arts 20 plus years now, you will learn to be in tune with your body. I'm well in tune with my body. I know when I'm aching or sore in any particular area of my body, and I'll slow it down if I have to. I might just teach a class and do some stretching to, you know, put some Bengay on there, some heat, some ice.
God says, get your hands ready for war. You young kids, if I can go back in years, I would have done this in my 20s, you know, or whatnot.
Mind you, we're both in our early 50s now. You know, we've gotten old. You young people, take heed, because it happens like that.
Death has humbled me, and it's actually expanded my horizons. That life is short. Like God said, life is a vapor. It's just a mist.
He came in looking for an outlet. He had grappled a few years back prior, and he came back looking for an outlet. And he came into the school, and I gave him a free class. And we shared a little bit about each other and had at least 4 things in common. And And we became real close friends pretty quick.
MMA, it's a real good stress reliever, man. I've been in recovery for 15 years.
And I mesh literally my 12-step recovery with MMA, jiu-jitsu, bicycling, and pumping iron. That's my mesh of those positive, healthy outlets.
With the Native Americans fighting alcoholism, this is the time to really do something in this generation, or we're gonna be totally extinct.
Ho!